Hey YouTubers, Team Boys United here, doing a deck profile for Fargo Regional, March 31st. We got here 10th place with Trickstars, Nick Stetson. So he's going to be giving us his deck profile.
Alright, so I have a shout out to a kid named TJ. He looked through my deck. It's completely different than what it was when I played at the regional, or at the local. You might have seen the deck profile for. And he gave me some tips, and he actually just went through and modified my deck. So I don't think I would have topped if he hadn't gone through and given me some pointers. So definitely a shout out to him. So it's just a 40 card standard deck, 15 extra, 15 side, and here we go. Just the 3 Candina staples for the deck, 3 Lycris, 3 Drolls. And then here's one of the cards. I only played one of these in locals, but in regionals I played 3. This card was MVP. I can't say it enough. Whenever I drew this card, it wasn't a bad option because a lot of times the cards, when they're destroyed, their effects go off and this thing vanishes. Face down, face up, you name it. And there was one game where I actually had 2 of these bad boys, and I mean, he could get over one, but when I pulled out one and then the other one, it was just downhill from there. So 3 of those, Eater of Millions. 3 Ghost Ogres. It saw play, and I mean, when I had it in my hand, I tried to use it, but I don't think it ever came up dead for me. It was a card I usually sided 1 out, maybe, depending on what I was playing. I'll get to that at the end, but Ghost Ogre's Ghost Ogre. And then 3 of the Ash Blossom. 1 Trickstar Lilybell, and then 1 Honest. I think Honest is really good. There was a time where I misplayed because the guy, he had a, was it Firewall? And in the damage step, I dropped Honest and he bounced with Firewall, so we went into game 3 and you can't do that. So for the spells, Trickstar, Light Stage 3, 3 Terraforming, 2 Scapegoats. Now, I've been playing 3, but 2 I think is optimal because if I'm playing 3 of the Soul or Eater of Millions, then I'm not going to have enough to even rank up or what do you call it? Link summon. So I think 2's where it's at. 2 Desires give me feed my Soul Eaters for the Banish Zone, and then also draw 2. There was a game where I banished all 3 Light Stage, and I'm pretty sure that lost me the game, but you know, you have those games. And then 2 of the Cosmic Cyclones. I wish I had a 3rd because I swear to God, this regional should have been named or dubbed Pen Magicians because that's what I saw. And I mean, I didn't see this card enough. I wish I would have saw it more. And then a tech card that TJ showed me was Foolish Goods, because there's times where, in Rigeki, but there's times where you'll get 3 of these or you won't see them at all, and I'm going first and you have no way to get this out, but you have, say, Lycris, or you have something in the grave, or you have something on board and you just don't have this card in hand. Well, you send it to the graveyard, and then, you know, if they try to OTK you or have some shenanigan, you can just send it to the graveyard. That way you have a free monster reborn next turn, get your plays going. So 3 Reincarnation. And then the MVP, Anti-Spell Fragrance. You know how salty people get when they open 5 pendulums in a row? Or, I mean, it just shuts down decks. I think my quickest game this tournament was 2 minutes, and it was a minute each match because I opened 2 of these the first game and then 1 of them the second game, and there was no avoiding it. So I basically kept this card in my deck the whole time. So it was a 40 card main. You want to do the extra?
Yeah.
So the tokens, Field Center, 3, 2, Firewall. I didn't go into that at all. Didn't go into that. These basically were just banished targets for the Eater of Millions. Saw that, pulled off the effect where you can draw 2 a couple times. Skull Dread never went into it. Deco Talker never went into it. Borreload won me a game or 2. Magician, banish target, and then Just more banish targets and then optional synchros in case you run into that situation where you need to. It's your only play. So, and then 41. So, I mean, really, this probably would have been my extra deck. This is really all I needed, but it's good to have options.
For the viewers at home, what's the ghost rare that was in there?
Ancient Fairy
Ancient Fairy
Drake.
Drake?
It's unlimited though, so it might as well just be a Karibo.
Should be common.
Yeah, it should be common.
Should be common.
And then my super awesome secret side deck. Imperial Iron Walls, 2 of them. I couldn't find room for 3, but against what was it? ABCs. I thought this worked pretty well, even though the guy who won the tournament was my first round match. So we went to game 3, and he ended up beating me. I didn't see this card, but I think that card is key. Evenly sided in a couple times, didn't see it. I should have a 3 Twin Twisters. I actually mained this, if you watch the other videos, but I opted to side them out for the switch them out for the Cosmic Cyclones because, you know, it just vanishes. So I only sided this in a couple times, and I didn't see very much. Monster Reborn, didn't side it. Sided Gamma Seals, but I didn't see it against the ABCs. DD Crow, Solemn Brigade. I drew 2 Solemns one game, and I had the Lilybell or Lycris and the Candida. So I would just bounce, summon, get the effect, had those 2 down, and then the Pen Magician player couldn't go off. I mean,
Yeah. Well, really like the deck list. What were your matchups?
after the matchups, I got some notes too. So first game was against ABCs. He won the match, but it was very close. We went to time. It was 2-1, and he just pulled it out. And then I had 2 round 2 invocations. Invocations 2-0'd them the second round, third round, and then I had Pen Magicians 4, 5, 6, and 7. I 2-0'd every single one of them except the last round. And the last round, the guy, he just had he had all the answers to everything I had. Which, I mean, that's Yugioh for you, but so
Yeah.
I went X2, got 10th place, and then just some notes for the viewers at home. Always read the cards. I don't care. A great man once said, I don't care if the card's in German. Well, let me see the card. Or you're dueling the person. Hey, what does this card do? You pick it up and, what does this card do? Oh, well, let me tell you. Don't listen to that. Always ask for the translation because, number one, how do you know they're not lying to you? Because 9 out of 10 times, they're going to miss something, or it was just inconvenient that they didn't mention something or whatnot. But also, just know your rulings, know how the cards work, and, I mean, your opponent starts to get frustrated. I hate to say it, but when they have a whole deck full of freaking German cards, you know, I went into this tournament not knowing how every card worked, misplaying my head off, and the one thing I did do correctly is just read the cards, get translation, read the card, understand how it works, ask questions. You know, I need to know how a card works, so just make sure you're reading. That's it.
Well, thanks for the deck profile and good luck in future tournaments.
Yeah, good luck to you guys too.
Thank you.